Can you get the groceries off the porch for me? Please and thank you. I appreciate that so much. All right. It should be. You have to open the door and look down. It's grocery delivery. You don't see no groceries? Okay, hello guys. This is High Priestess Jamila. I can't really talk long because my voice is shot. Okay, yes, it is. I am having and experiencing a bit of laryngitis. Okay, so I wanted to come and give a message, a spirit message for Strong Mommy Chrissy. She was just live a few minutes ago, and CPS has now been called to her house. So, just to make a long story short, Chrissy ended up meeting somebody off of Plenty of Fish and took him to her home, and he not only dropped her home address publicly, but he also released some revenge porn on her. And so shortly thereafter, now she has CPS coming to her house. So I looked at her video and it reminded me of the very, very beginning stages of when I began to get swatted on YouTube in 2015. And I think that what my concern was, the fact that first of all, you have people that are insanely jealous of you, girl. You standing in front of that ultra modern shower, and some people can't handle seeing people with something. And they're jealous. By the way, I took a couple of screenshots though, and I noticed this dark, shadowy figure next to you, and I'm wondering if it's like some kind of decorative item or something, but it looked like something very supernatural. But anyway, so watching it reminded me a lot of me in the beginning stages of the CPS. So you are being gang stalked, okay? And I didn't want to just let you walk away thinking that what you said today is going to stop them. Because now that they have your address, every time they have a 911 emergency, they are going to call CPS on you. There are a lot of hurt people on YouTube. There are a lot of vindictive people on YouTube. So I said, oh my God, I need to talk to her. I need to do a live about this because she has no idea what is in store for her. And I could see it. And I'm also a very strong person. I'm also a very strong person. But hold on a second. One of my clients is distracting me and I gotta get this. What happened to the message? Okay, I have to go back to it. Okay. The one thing that Spirit was saying to me was that they were not going to stop. And I threw the cards. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm a psychic, by the way, whoever's watching this. And normally my voice doesn't sound like this. So I'm just kind of and normally I'm on camera. But I'm in the dark in my room, in my living room, and it's gloomy outside. It's probably rainy too. So I'm doing this video from the darkness today. Okay, so, and I said I need to reach out to her and make sure that she's prepared because the negative impact of being accused over and over again, even though they are false allegations, can start to tear away at the spirit. And also, what I saw in the cards was that somebody is doing black magic on you. Okay. I believe that it is your brother or a family member, some other male, and then some other people that are crazy on YouTube. But, people like that, they do have some, power and influence. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends. I think that looking at you, it doesn't really seem you seem really innocent. You don't really seem like a witch. You seem like a regular, probably raised Christian. um, and I don't doubt that you're a good mom. Okay, just from the way I've noticed how comfortable your kids are at your home, and you can just tell that those kids are in good hands. Okay, but what ends up happening is that every time a CPS worker or a stranger comes into your house, this is another energy. And if they continue to keep calling them, they're going to send different CPS agents to your house. So it'll be different people coming in and out of your house. They can come late at night. If these people decide that they want to call, they can also come with the police. They will run background checks and all of that. And it's really a very inconvenient experience because even if you're trying to get things together in your life, it makes it 10 times harder. And I actually spoke with CPS about some of their policies, and I would always cooperate with them, but I would let them know, like, hey, you showing up at people's houses, this is a violation of a person's privacy. But being the incidents, being given, okay, so the lies get bigger and bigger, and you'll notice that when one person calls CPS, they'll influence another person to call CPS. And what the callers will do is they will start to it's called time displacement is what I call it. They will start to have a memory of abuse, and that memory will be so scary for them and so hidden and so dark that they will need to apply that to you. So when I was watching you the other day, I actually I overstood you because, like, I'm a Leo rising and you're a Leo. So I was like, yeah, she cool. You know what I'm saying? She letting these motherfuckers have it. But the people that are watching you, they're going to get angry. The stronger you are, the angrier they get. And they'll keep doing it. My suggestion, if you have the money and the means, is to move. Because I don't know, you probably, like, when this first started for me, I wasn't making as much money as I am now because I was just starting my business. And I didn't really have the means to just pack up and move. Okay. Now, here's the thing, because this is happening to you, I believe that there is a spiritual battle that is being waged in a different area, but this is the way that it's manifesting. Hey, Orion's daughter. Okay. These people will never see you as a good mother. The people that are stalking you and harassing you because you're not perfect. They have mental problems. They think that if you're not perfect, that you shouldn't be a mother. But nobody is perfect ever. Nobody is perfect 24/7. You have to have like some kind of something, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about how you handle it. I think that if I were not doing the work that I was doing on myself and cleansing and clearing myself and balancing myself, I would probably like I probably would have cracked up because I'm going to tell you something. It's one thing to have one CPS call, but to have 200, and the more people do shows about it, the more people are going to get in their feelings. And all the while knowing about actual and real child abuse going on right in front of them, but they would rather flip the blame to you so that you can be the goat, the scapegoat. Okay. So, as I was watching it, I think that you were kind of thinking that this is something that will pass, but CPS will You know what? I got something that is putting freaking notifications. Hold on, guys. Hold on, because this thing is going to get on my nerve because I'm getting notifications every freaking 5 seconds. Hold on. Because I went to this website to download a video and give me a second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to fix that wagon. I had to block notifications. Good grief, because it was just bothering me. So as I was watching you, I noticed that you were feeling like it was going to stop, and it's not. They're not going to stop. The sad part about it is that you are going to have to move eventually, and I would say move before the brunt of it happens. It's not worth it. Staying and fighting is not worth it. It's not. Just make sure that when you move again, that you don't tell anybody that you don't know, and then even some people that you do know where you live. Okay, because I truly believe that you cannot trust your family after the way I heard your brother talking about you. It was disgusting. Your brother is disgusting. I'd like to put a curse on his ass because I think it's really horrible. I think what it is that they want you to be humble and they want you to be fucking submissive, and you are a Leo woman, and that is not the fucking way that we are. So I totally understand you, and they want to break you down. They want to hurt you, and they want to see you come live and cry and stuff. And, so it's just the way that they are. I know exactly who and what is after you right now. Okay. And yeah, it is totally unfair because those people know that your kids are not in any real danger, but they will still fucking do it. Okay. So I'm gonna give you my advice. If I had the money, like I didn't start really making money until 2018, as a witch. It took me about 2 to 3 years to get off the ground. So I would have been able to move quicker, but I was building myself. So, maybe that's what's going on. It just really depends. But what Spirit showed me was that they were not going to stop. And that the Nine of Wands came up, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Definitely can see that you're dealing with somebody unstable. Then I asked why and or what they were doing. And first of all, they cannot stand the fact that you have a house. So they do want to run you out of your house. They do. They do want to run you out of your house. But I want to say that if you're planning to stay in that house, you have to definitely you're going to be tested over and over and over again. And CPS has to follow up on those calls. So you are going to have to stop getting upset about it. And to be honest with you, I'm concerned for your family. I think that if you are somebody that believes in spirituality, you're probably Christian. You probably like, oh, girl, I got Jesus. You know how they do. But I would say get a beef tongue ritual done. I would say, make sure that because I can't promise that Jesus is going to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like because like it's like I remember being visited, twice a month. And even though CPS knows that you're a vlogger and they know that that's what they do to vloggers and single moms, they still have to come and invade our privacy. It is like martial law for women. It's so disgusting. And I did develop PTSD after years and years of being stressed and anxiety free. I experienced PTSD because of that. And even though you're a good mom and you're not doing anything to your kids, of course, it's still that underlying fear of what if the wrong person comes to my house? What if somebody misjudges? What if something, because those are your kids. So just to let you know, these people are attacking your children. They don't have any real concern for them. They don't. They know they shouldn't be doing that. Okay. And the magician is in the reverse position. So there's some people that do magic, very destructive magic, okay, out of jealousy. And you can tell that it's jealousy, but then it's kind of much deeper than that because you have a past life history that you need to pay attention to. Okay. Knowing this will save you years and years of pain and suffering because what good, when you think about it, if the parent is constantly being undermined, the energy is being pulled from you and you find yourself dealing with that situation exhausted. And sadly, being a black woman, we're taught to not have many friends. So we don't have anybody to really call to, except for psychics. I do readings for a lot of black women. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Brittany. That's because I'm coming at y'all from the darkness because I'm sitting here in my living room in the dark. See, you can see my fireplace and stuff. Okay, so let me put the flash on. Okay, so here you see that. So these are the cards that I threw for her. I asked, are they going to keep calling? Will CPS be back to her house? And the answer is yes. Probably in a little over a week because what they are doing is they are getting people to help them call. So you can tell that every time this person bird boxes or has some sort of meltdown, and they're going to come and look at you and they're going to see your pretty bathroom and they're going to say, I don't have shit in life and I feel like shit. And even some people that have shit, but I think it's mainly people that, because I remember seeing some of the people that had responded to her and get the fuck out of here. A lot of these people are not, they are not able to give advice to anybody. One lady told Strong Mommy Chrissy to get on Section 8 to solve her problems. She told her that. So some of these people have very limited thinking. They have very limited, you know what I'm saying? And so they don't really understand, you know what I'm saying? But I know that you're doing well in life, okay, because you have over 100,000 subscribers. And be careful to not put up any flaggable material because then that could possibly have your channel in jeopardy, which is something that you don't want because you have a very successful channel and you want to keep it, and I want to see you keep it. I enjoy looking at her cooking vlogs on her other channel. So, and I think it's disgusting the way that they are doing things. And it probably does have something to do with this. First of all, your beef with Tommy. Okay. That is where the seed got planted. And from there, you've got psychopaths. Okay. And then also, not to mention, the many people on here that are very infertile. Okay. And not saying they're barren or something like that being evil, but they don't really have the capability of growing a channel to that capacity. And they're just very, very spiteful and evil. Okay. You need to get that black magic that's on your family taken off of you because your brother is trying to bring you down because he's a little pussy boy. You need to, if your brother is watching, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry for the interruption. It's pretty hot outside today. It's actually pretty nice out there. But I think I can feel the rain coming, you guys, and that's really that's really what we want. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Yeah, I decided to talk about this because it's not just to help another mother, but also to help those children because they really have a great family, and I just think that because the darkness, these people will push the darkness to you. They will try to make sure that you have as many rainy days as possible. Okay. And I personally feel that it's an inside job, personally, just because of what I saw of your brother, like ill. Like I said, what I was saying was that your brother is like, I couldn't believe that he was talking about his sister like that. Like there is like no family loyalty a lot of the times in black families and in a lot of families, but yeah. So, first of all, another thing is that I'm not trying to get attention or clout off of her name or anything. So, in case somebody's wondering, I just thought it was interesting because I've been watching the whole thing from the time that it went from the time that it went down, and when the problem or issue first started. And see, Tommy Sotomayor hates on people that have more subs than him, and he hates on people. He's a very jealous, spiteful person. He comes across as like a very, very kind of like he's good natured, and he has a cat, but there's a very, very, very dark side to Tommy. One that I would not want to meet up with, but I think that he's very covert in the way that he does things. So a lot of people don't really know how dangerous he can actually be. He's just anyway, but personally, in my opinion, I feel as though as long as you have the money and the means that you are able to override the stuff that he does, because CPS coming to your house all the time, it gets old. I mean, it gets so freaking old. It wears on you until you go through this metamorphosis and you feel like you're going to go crazy while you're getting there. So it is very spiritual reasons for why you're going through what you're going through. Now, what I got for your cards, for your oracle cards, because guys, I use these oracle cards every single time I do a reading now. The Dark Goddess Oracle. And Orion's daughter, what was the name of that oracle deck that you said that you had that was like didn't wasn't that you that said that you had an oracle deck that was by the same people that made the kitchen, the witch kitchen witch or something? What was the name of that deck? I got it right here. The Witch's Kitchen Oracle. That may have been somebody else. That may have been Scorpio Witch. Yeah, Witch's Wisdom. So I want to get that one too. I'm actually going to order that um when I get my I'm going to do that when I get my supplies that I got to get for a client's ritual. Okay, so the oracle cards that you got, and you have to excuse me because I got some of them kind of mixed up. But you got Kali Ma, and I think she was either in the present or the past, and she's in the reverse position, and she represents destruction. So that means that whoever it is that is targeting you, they want to destroy everything that you have built. Everything that, because this is a part of your family wealth. You know what I'm saying? What you make on YouTube is probably not as close to, but it's what God meant to support your family. And if you have I feel like if people are donating to you, the more the merrier. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think that people should just like shut up and step back sometime, but they're crazy. Okay, they really are, and they're crazy jealous. You also got the resurrection card, which represents Isis. And then in the future, it was Ma'at and the judgment card in the reverse position. So they are going to continue to do that because they are trying to destroy your life. I do feel as though you are strong enough to overcome it, which is what Isis is saying to me. But I do feel that there are certain things that you can do to eliminate it altogether and completely because you'll end up being a sitting duck. These people are narcissistic. They think that they are doing good, which they know that they're not, but they continue to do what they know is harmful to you. And to be honest with you, I don't think that they really have the ability to think straight or to think clearly because when you think about it, if you are putting that kind of pressure onto a mother, eventually she's going to break down. Her children are going to see her crying. Her children are going to see her depressed. So then why would you do that to her? To me, that's a person that is full of shit and they are a hypocrite. So they are full of shit. They are hypocrites, but they will be able to send certain energies. Now, I will tell you that it depends on the CPS worker. It really does. Okay. But I think that what ends up happening and what I saw happening, which was why I went ahead and did spiritual work to help myself out in the situation. And, while it was still horrible, like just to know that, you can't even sit out on your front porch and have a beer without seeing, literally I was sitting out on my front porch. I wasn't having a beer, but I was smoking a cigarette and drinking a glass of wine. And all of a sudden it was CPS and the cops were pulling up and on the holidays too. So I wish that you would get your family out of that house before the holidays, Chrissy. And I want y'all to make sure that she sees this video because they get worse during the holidays. Okay. As the fall comes, like in September, October, these people start to get crazy. Now, usually for me, and I think you're kind of the same way, especially when you have kids, I enjoy every season, and I'm a witch, so I'm constantly celebrating the changes. You know what I'm saying? And the solstices, but Halloween is an extremely cherished time of the year for me. And these people did it on Halloween. I had a CPS worker calling me on Halloween. I was sitting there just so happy decorating my tree outside. I had bought a ghoul. It was only like $5 too. I think I got it from Kroger. And it was like a skeleton with like this, a long veil, and it was really nice. And then I get this phone call. And it's like, oh, well, you got to check in with us. That's how it feels. That's how CPS will start to feel. And it is so freaking oppressive. It is disgusting. I wish that CPS would change that. I really do, because it's a way of violating women's rights. And I think that your enemy is men. They're males. That's why Kali Ma came up in the reading. She is a part of Durga. She is the dark goddess that defends women and children. And she's a very destructive goddess. Okay. But I feel like this energy of destruction is upon you because somebody is coming up as Kali Ma in the reverse position. Okay. I would say move altogether, cut your losses, and move again. I know you already moved, but I would move. That's because they're going to get worse around the holidays. Okay. Hopefully, spirit will stop it. I would never wish on anybody what happened to me because my complete privacy was violated. I produced receipts because, like, for the last 5 years, I haven't been on any government assistance. And that's another thing that they hate when you're not on government assistance. And I was able to produce receipts for definitely, especially the past 3 years of, the money that I spent on my own back, working hard for my family. So I would say just maybe to move because that guy has your address or whatever. And I think that I don't know, like I don't know the circumstances of how he dropped your address, but I would say be very careful with who you give your location to. But I think that the main thing, the one thing that I do want to tell you is that even when you move energetically, they will follow you because they're following you in social media. And even without knowing your location, the shit can follow you. Okay. So I feel that there's a spiritual problem at hand, especially looking at your brother. I was actually very ashamed, of the type of person that he is. Even if the two of you had gotten into it, even you know what I'm saying. It's like people will dog their family out for what? Like it seems like and especially with black vloggers, it's like they just dog their family members out and they don't want them to go anywhere. So you have a lot of oppressive energy in your family. This page of wands comes up reversed, talking about young toxic masculinity. This is a younger male, comes up strongly as your brother, and the sun card is in the upright position. But then the magician is reversed and the five of swords is in the reverse position. So, I know that there were, for me, because I'm such a spiritual person, it instead of it doing the harm that they wanted it to do, it opened up channels and gateways in me. But I feel like unless you are already well learned and well versed, you know what I'm saying, in spirituality, because your enemies are witches. Okay, I can see a couple of witches doing work to tear down your channel, and these are supposed to be women, but they'll do it anyway because of whatever reason. Then I can definitely see an older woman. What's that card that came up? Why do I think it's an older woman? So it's somebody definitely older than you is what I can sense, but it's a group. They're in a group, and they're all suffering, from certain things, and they just probably don't even know how to handle their own emotions. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, here's one of them. Initiate of Pentacles reversed, and then the Elder of Pentacles upright, and then Three of Wands. So you're not just dealing with you're not just dealing with three different people. You're dealing with several different people, at least five. But they have set out to destroy you, and they may push you a little bit harder. I'm not sure because I was pushed to the max. Well, actually, I don't know, because I mean I got called everything except a child of God. It was absolutely disgusting the way that I was treated. And I just thought that I would come on here and speak about this, and because I was hearing everything that you were saying. You were like, I'm a good mom, and we all know that. We all see that, like the people that are not crazy and psycho, but people that have mental, instabilities, or either they have anger, they have strife. I only threw three of my oracle cards. Let me see what was the next three that came out. The revenge card was next. Was right after the judgment reverse. The revenge card DT came up. So this is definitely somebody from the past, whether or not it's recent. A couple of people from the past, probably even past life. Whenever you have a lot of difficulty in life, sometimes it can be related to your past life too. So, I was thinking about doing some oracle readings. I'm sorry, some chat readings with my oracle cards. What do y'all think of that? I think I might do that today, because I'm not going to be here that long about this one. I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, I have been there, done that, and these people are not going to stop. I'm just telling you, and that's why I threw the cards just to make sure. I threw the cards just to make sure. Okay. And and so somebody is feeling some type of way, maybe because they feel that whatever reason, oh, she's brown, she doesn't deserve all of that. Oh, she's a woman, she doesn't deserve all of that. Oh, she cussed one day. Oh, she doesn't have any class, and let's call CPS because she don't have class because she cussed. She was cursing, even though they're harassing you and stalking you. And then they'll say, well, why don't you just leave, huh? Why don't you just leave YouTube? And that is so antagonistic because, after a while, even, and that's when I started to really do work, because it was a few times in early on, the police, they would say, well, can you just get offline? And it's like, no, I can't because I'm running a business. That's how I earn my income. I am an influencer. I am a vlogger. And you have to be stern with them because we're treated like celebrities, but not really. We get all of the crap that the celebrities, get, but not the millions of dollars. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? And then some of them, some people do, I don't know. You could be a millionaire. Who knows? So I'm not assuming as to what you have, but anyway, so it's probably some jealousy as well. Yeah. But the fate card comes up, the Fortuna card comes up for you, the fate card as the last card, because I drew one more out of the Dark Goddess Oracle. So I feel like what she's saying is that this is a fate and destiny for you that you can definitely handle. Okay. And you don't have to humble yourself for your haters, but I think showing appreciation to your audience, that is, you know, that's where it's at. But other than that, nobody has to be humble for their haters. Like that's how you're gonna lose the fight with your haters, being humble for your haters, but your supporters and then either your deities, okay? So I think that's what I want to do, guys, because I don't have another reading to do until this evening. And I'm in the mood to do readings. I really am. And I feel like instead of sitting there twiddling my thumbs, I'll come back and do free oracle readings for you guys. I'm not going to be on camera, guys. I'm not going to. It's nothing wrong with the way that I look. I'm fine. There's no, you know what I'm saying? But I just, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to do some dark oracle readings, and it's going to really be dark in here because you'll just have to hear my voice, okay? Even though I sound real raspy. Right, exactly. Yeah. But I also think that it's not just about the money, but then again it is about the money. It really, really is, because money is energy and money is your energy and it's your pride, it's your self-respect, it's your dignity. And when people do that, it's almost like you're being patted down every single day. Oh, let me come in here and make sure you're not doing nothing to your kids. We just got to make sure the kids are okay. And I told CPS how terrible that was, for them to do that. And people that call CPS and file knowingly false reports, you know what? I guess it would have to depend on who the person is as far as like what fate they're gonna have to suffer for that. So anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say. I wish you and your family well. And if you guys are being gang stalked, this is something that I'm kind of an expert in. So if you guys need to reach me for readings, I'm always here. I love helping people that are being gang stalked because what I do is I help them focus on the issue, but to also do what you got to do to protect yourself. And then find out what is spirit really trying to tell you. What are they trying to tell you as far as your life purpose? Because you have a dream job. Basically you do. She has a dream job. If you're able to get 175,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers and you're able to get a YouTube check and that's all you do, you know what I'm saying? People are going to say, oh, her life is easy, I want to make it harder. It's not up to them to determine whether or not your life should be easy or hard. That's up to you. Okay. But I do feel as though it's important with as the money is coming in for you have the opportunity to explore and go deeper within yourself if you are a vlogger that is, you know what I'm saying? And so because I've seen vloggers come and go and I have seen them become depressed. I have seen them not be able to handle YouTube fame. I have seen them, and it is a very, very real thing, having PTSD, having anxiety, having fears, your children under attack. That is awful and horrible, and that should never, ever happen. CPS and the police should not be weaponized against anybody. Okay. And so, yeah, we don't stand for that over here. And I think it's more harmful to the children. It really is. And those people really are trying to do harm to your kids. They don't care. Hello, Princess Cass. How are you? So, hopefully everybody heals and stuff, and I'm going to come back with the readings, y'all. Okay, so I will be right back. I'll set up the show and y'all can come in and get a free oracle reading. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye bye.